While b-boying remains a relatively small scene in Japan, there's still a lot of attention on it in the media. It even used to have its own TV show, but we'll talk about that in another episode. In Japan, there's literally manga for everything, and trust me, don't Google that. You don't want to know what that'll turn up. However, as many people know, the dance scene is big enough that it actually has its own manga. So, doing my part for Dance Scene Asia, I thought I'd track down one of these mangas, and this is what I found. Yeah, okay, maybe this is not quite what I was looking for. Let's put it this way, there's a reason why b-girls don't wear miniskirts. The weird thing about this is that except for the miniskirt and hot pants, the rest of the outfit is spot on. Shell tops, check. Fat laces, check. Baggy t-shirt, check. Miniskirt. Okay. Strangely, the attention to detail everywhere else is spot on. Check out these freezes or even this six-step. These are the sort of things that could have come out of pretty much any b-boy video. They even throw the Jackson sisters, I believe, into the final dance battle, a song that few non-dancers actually know is a b-boy classic. Of course, the name Yasmin is a very rare name for a b-girl, and there's no chance the real b-girl could have a name like that. Wait a second. Our story starts with Yasmin attending school in Japan after being raised in Brazil. She's having a pretty tough day when a strange football suddenly comes her way, causing her to spring into action and do the most awesome return kick ever. See, it turns out that Yasmin spends most of her time studying the ancient Brazilian martial art of capoeira. And she's so obsessed with the martial art that she's at the point of flunking school. Her father sent her to Japan to stop her wasting her life away doing martial arts. She is sent to live with her grandmother, who has the most hilarious face. And her grandmother wants to teach her the traditional Japanese way of doing things. Now, pretty much a big part of the rest of the story is the clash between Yasmin trying to give up dance and become more like her grandmother, and the cool kids trying to tempt her back into the dance world. Bizarrely, one of her introductions into the dance world is through her dog, as her dog is a huge dance fan and can smell the caps and clothes of b-boyings. Let's be honest, any serious b-boy knows that dogs can smell us a mile off. It's a pretty sweaty sport. It turns out the leader of the b-boy crew knows a little bit of capoeira, and this leads to an exchange where him and Yasmin go back and forth trading capoeira moves. This results in the leader doing an elbow freeze, which bizarrely seems to blow Yasmin's mind. It's not like they have that move in capoeira or anything. Come on. It turns out that a school has the most amazing arts program, as kids are allowed to perform and mansplain hip-hop in the gym. Yasmin's flips and tricks impress the DJ, and Yasmin capoeiras the hell out of these decks. Now, this being Japan, of course they have to include Dance Dance Revolution or some close rip-off of it. And what tempts Yasmin back into the dance world is destroying 3 girls on Dance Dance Revolution. Yasmin and the guy become event buddies, and he invites her to a breaking jam when an old DJ friend of his gets to DJ. And, shocking twist that everyone saw coming, the DJ turns out to be the brother of the b-boy. Yasmin has a hard time learning until she is literally pushed into a battle by her friend UP. Now, as I was saying earlier, she's saved by the song Miracles by the Jackson sisters. While you might expect up-tempo party soul to not be a good match for capoeira, Yasmin combines capoeira with the breaking that she saw to become a breaking capoeira hybrid. Not like that would succeed at all. This results in her winning the battle against UP. We also learn the b-boy's name, which is Shingo, and see the start of her rivalry with b-girl Erika, who, also no relation, is trying to get with b-boy Shingo. And that's Yasmin-no-dance. To say the least, this is a very, very weird manga. A mixture of leching on the b-girl and actual legitimate love for the sport and activity. It's just a bizarre mixture. The only problem is that you could replace b-boying with pretty much anything else and the story would unfold the same. It's a pretty predictable story. Now, I'm not entirely sure who this manga is aimed at. So on the one hand it seems to be aimed at girls because of the strong female lead, but then on the other hand you have these bizarre upskirt shots. I can only assume that's aimed at dirty old men or teenage boys with too much free time on their hands. As a lot of the b-boys in Japan tend to be teenage boys, this very well might be the case. However, I'm not entirely sure I could recommend it. It was a good purchase for 1 yen, Yay. However, I'm not entirely sure I'd want to spend more than that on it, as it has got a really bizarre attitude and a lot of the twists and turns just make no sense whatsoever. And you could argue it's not even really a breaking manga, as a lot of the focus is on capoeira and Brazil. However, for people who are looking to expand their collection and seeing the expanded universe in inverted commas of dancing, then Yasmin-no-dance may be right up your alley. Overall, I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5 and something to look into if you're really into it. Did we miss anything? Anything else you'd like us to cover? Please let us know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and we really appreciate all the fans of this channel. Thank you very much. One love. This is Flow Angel sounding out. Peace.